So I was having issues going live for my phone on my business page. So I know I just told you all that I was going to only go live on my business page. But here I am again on my personal page because that's something that I wanted to share with you. So I just got off of a training call with one of my paid groups. And I just was thinking about jumping on a chat with you guys about a topic really quickly. Let me make sure we're plugged in. Okay, cool. So if you are jumping on live, let me know if you can hear me. What up, you guys? Hey, girl. I love watching your Snapchats, by the way, of your puppies. I was just, as soon as I saw your name, I'm like, oh. So one of the things that is like a big issue that a lot of people don't pay attention to is like, they want to know, okay, let's start over. They want to know like, well, how do you fit all this stuff in? It's super overwhelming. Like I literally just did my live event, which is amazing, by the way, you guys, like fucking you need to be there next time. It was so good. Hey, Alana. Hey, Michael, thank you. So one of the things that we talked a lot about was like, all of this stuff sounds great, but it's really overwhelming. What I mean by that is we talk about whole life, right? Like how do you fit all of the things in? And that's what I teach, right? Is that your whole life fits, and you have to fit in intentional living in every area of your life. But it sounds really daunting and really overwhelming when I say that to someone, because they're like, but my work life is so full already, and I have all of these things in business and like tasks that I have to get done. So like fitting anything else in just seems super overwhelming, right? Like nobody else, we don't know how to do that. So what I find is that people are really fight me on planning out everything. And what I mean by that is I don't mean that your whole life has to be, hey, Emily, I don't mean that your whole life has to be structured like that. What I'm getting at is if you're wanting to fit things in health and fitness, if you're wanting to like wellness part of your life, if you're wanting to fit in things around your relationships, if you're wanting to fit in things around building your mindset, clearing your mind, educating yourself more, whatever that may be, meditating, any of that stuff, if you're wanting to fit that stuff in, like you have to plan for it. You have to prepare for it. You have to create space for it. Well, it's really easy to say, hey, I'm going to work out 3 days this week. But if you don't say what 3 days and what fucking time, like it's not going to happen. And that's just the truth, right? So if you don't say, I'm going to make a priority to do my mindset work every morning and do my meditation every morning and like do those things, if you don't put it down in to play, like in your playbook, in your guide, your roadmap for the week, like it's not going to happen. So when I tell people like you can fit in all of the things that you want to fit into your life, that's the missing link that most people don't realize, is like wanting them, talking about them, desiring to do them is irrelevant if you don't create the space for them. And all that really takes is for you to take a solid look at what's in front of you and what time availability and what capacity you actually have, and putting it down as a non-negotiable, right? Like everyone tells me I'm crazy. I have the same 24 hours that you do, like legit. I run several businesses. I do a lot of things, right? But like we have the same 24 hours. I just choose to be super intentional with what I do with all of my time. Meaning I say I'm going to do these things this week. I do these things this week. I make the non-negotiables around the basic parts of my life exactly that, non-negotiables. They're not options. They're not things I don't do. Like meal prepping is not an option. Going to the gym is not an option. Getting the sleep I need to get is not an option. Doing my work with my clients is not an option. Like none of those things are options. Like there is no plan B. There is no other alternative than for me to just do them. And so when you start to look at things that way, it's not stressful anymore. It's not daunting. It's not overwhelming, because it's just what you do. It's funny because I was trying to have a conversation with Tony actually about what I was discussing in my live event over the weekend. I was trying to explain to him like how we go over the power of intention and how we go over what to do, and making sure that like everything is basically intentional that you're doing throughout your day. Because when you're intentional about it, it then serves a purpose. It's not just going through the motions. There's like a purpose, a rhyme or a reason to every action that you're taking. And that's so massive when it comes to purpose fulfillment, heading in the proper direction, eyes on your own lane, all of those things that you're wanting to do to build what it is that you're wanting to build. So I was trying to explain to him like how I talk about intention. And he was like, I just don't get it. Well, he's also very different than everyone else in a lot of ways. But I was like, basically, we talk about how to do life, like how to do life, how to fit in all of the things in life that you want to do, because most of us tend to choose like 3 or 4 things and call it a day. But then we want to do all of these other things. We just allow ourselves to believe that it's not possible, which is horseshit. Like, that's not true. You can do all the things you want to do if you choose to, right? If you choose to plan for them. So I'm living proof of that, right? Like, there are still things I don't do, but it's because I didn't make them a priority. You know, like, for example, somebody just sent me a message the other day asking me about like how much I go to the gun range. Well, the fact of the matter is I don't go very often because I don't make it a priority. If that was really, really, really important to me, I would make it a priority. And sometimes I go through spurts. Sometimes it is super important to me and I do make it a priority, but it's my choice. You know what I mean? But if things are a priority to you, you'll fit them in. You'll make it happen. Like, it is important. It isn't spending specific time on each area of my life is a priority to me. Like my clients, building my brand, actually working on my business, which means like with my team and stuff like that. Fitness, wellness things like massages, rest time, yoga, stretching, nutrition, mindset work, educating myself, which is like reading, learning, taking different classes, things like that. Meditating to clear my mind, learning more about things that I'm interested in. Like, all of those things are priorities to me. So I do them all on a consistent basis without stress or drama or like turmoil, just because it's a choice. So that's what the whole point basically of this is. If you're wanting to fit all of these things in, you need to set times and put them in the plan. Like, that's just how it goes. 100%. You have to put it in the plan. Done. If you plan time for it and you put it in a space, in a slot, and you make it a priority, it's going to get done. There's that. And then, like I said, then obviously comes up to you. Let me see it. Does this make sense? Do you guys have any questions? I'll hang tight for a minute if anybody has any questions. Totally true. If I actually put stuff into my planner, it gets done. If I don't put it in, I will most likely forget about it or put it off. I have to be in full-on mom planner too, with every kid has a color. Girl, I'm this in freaking even the animals' appointments. I am the same way. Everything has a specific color on my planner as well. And it's just, I make the time for all of those things, and there's just no other option. Like, it happens. I have this appointment at this time. I have this at this time. You know, I have this with my parents. I have this with my niece and nephew. I have this with my friends. I have time by myself. Like, it just, if you choose to make it chaos, it's chaos. If you choose to put it into the plan and make fucking time for it and make it a priority, then that's what you do. It's a matter of getting out of your own way and making a decision. That's that. Action is the purest form of like creating whatever reality you want. Like, you have to take the action, whether that's putting pen to paper, whether that's sitting down and shutting off your brain, whether that's eating the proper foods, whether that's getting your ass to the gym, whether any of that stuff, like, it all comes from you taking the action. End of story. Like, that's what creates and propels you forward, no matter what. Whether you say you can or you can't, you're right. It's all a choice. 100%, Emily. Absolutely agree. All right, y'all. So that was really my message for today. I got to go do some shit before my gym appointment at 3 o'clock. That's what's so funny. Everyone's like, oh, your gym appointment. I'm like, yeah, it's a gym appointment I set with myself. I don't even have a trainer right now. I literally just 3 o'clock is when I go to the gym. So it's a non-negotiable. 3 o'clock is when I go to the gym. It's an appointment because I said so. You can do that. You're a grown-up. We're big boys and girls. We get to choose. we get to make the decision of when we do things and if we do them. So that also means you can choose not to do them. But again, just own that that's a choice that you made. Don't bitch. Don't complain. It's a choice. Both ways. My eyes look super green today. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. You're amazing. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And if you have any questions about any of this shit, let me know. If you want more help with this, let me know. I do, like I said, I have a group. We have 2 calls a week. It's an amazing space for people to build their consistency and accountability and planning. And basically, they're all transforming their lives, which is really awesome. So I do have that space. It's less than $50 a month to be a part of it. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I can give you the info. It's called Operation Do. It's totally worth it. But that's not something everybody needs, but it's something some people do need. So it's definitely a helpful tool, something that I've created to help people. So if any of you guys have questions about this particular topic, let me know. And I can give you some resources or send you over there and you can see if that helps you. Thank you, Madeline. You're so sweet. I appreciate you so much. All right, guys. I'm heading out. See you later. Bye. Have a good rest of your day.